Hi, today we will discuss 4 crucial decisions for a 60-year-old planning for their retirement with $500,000 in their 401k and an expected Social Security income of $1,500 per month, covering the next 25 years. Let's get started. Okay, your first decision is your investment strategy. Given a 25-year retirement horizon, a balanced approach is vital. Allocate your 401k and other investment into a mixture of investment. For example, stocks, bond, money market funds, and other assets that could align with your risk tolerance and goals. Diversification helps manage risk and can potentially yield higher returns. Consider gradually shifting towards a more conservative portfolio as you age to protect your savings. Decision number 2, retirement income planning. We just covered decision number 1, which was investment strategy. They are in no particular order. All 4 are very crucial to a 60-year-old who's retiring. Next, let us discuss your retirement income planning, which is decision number 2. With a Social Security providing $1,500 per month, estimate your additional income needs. Create a detailed budget. Consider your essential versus your discretionary expenses. Determine how much you will need from your 401k and other sources of income to cover any gaps that you may have. Let's quickly cover essential expenses versus discretionary. Essential expenses are things that you need: housing, food, transportation. Discretionary expenses are things that you want: vacation, travel, concert, nice vehicle, which is a luxury vehicle, different than a transportation to get from point A to point B. Okay, moving onward. Plan for a sustainable withdrawal rate from your 401k, which is typically the 4% rule. If you have a nest egg, the 4% rule say you can withdraw 4% over the next 30 years and it will sustain the principal but yet give you a stable return over those next 30 years. Regularly review and adjust your withdrawal strategy based on market performance and changing circumstances. It's very important to note that given a negative performing year in the stock market, that can really throw your 4% rule off entirely. So you want to make sure that if the previous year or the upcoming year is a negative performance year, that you decrease the amount of money that you're withdrawing from your nest egg below that 4% rule, or none at all, depending on advice from your financial advisor. Just a quick note before we continue. If you get any value out of this video or receiving any value out of this video, please select the like button, drop a comment, ask a question. I want to know what you're doing, what you're planning for. What are some of the decision points that you're making as you get prepared or in the retirement space right now? Also, consider selecting the subscribe button. This will help the algorithm push this video out to not only you, but also others who can benefit from the video as well. Decision number 3, which is healthcare and long-term care. This is probably the most important decision out of the 4, although all 4 of them, to me, are equally as valued. Healthcare expenses are very significant in retirement, and they can eat up or literally wreck an income plan in your later years into retirement. Let me explain. The average cost for long-term care in America is over 6 figures in most of our 50 states. It's very expensive. You're talking about in-home health care or health care at a facility. Understand your options for Medicare and also supplemental insurance to include Medicaid if you qualify. Consider moving around assets. You just may be eligible for Medicaid. And there's some planning and some consultation surrounded around Medicaid that the typical person could probably apply and qualify for, given that their assets are set up the right way. Consider long-term care insurance to protect you against your retirement saving. But of course, this should be done before the age of 55 and 50 for the best long-term care rate. If you have these type of long-term care insurance, they can potentially help you out tremendously with high costs associated with extended care and home care facility costs. We've covered 3 decisions so far: investment strategy, retirement income planning, and also health and long-term care. The 4th decision, let's actually take a look at estate planning and legacy. Think about your estate planning and your legacy. Review and update your estate plans, including your will, your trust, your beneficiary designations. Ensure your assets are distributed per your wishes, minimizing taxes and legal complication. It's not far-fetched to understand that sometimes a person's last wishes are not carried through because their designation forms have not been updated. For instance, a person may choose to leave their current spouse with the remaining asset that they have. However, if they've been previously married and actually still had the ex-wife on the designation form, when that person passes away, the remaining fund will go to the name that's on the beneficiary form as a designation. So the money in this instance will not go to the current wife. It would actually go to the ex-wife. And that was not the wishes of the person that passed. So it's very important, if you're the head of household, if you have assets and doing your legacy planning, to make sure that updating your designation form is a part of that review process, or else potentially end up in the situation that I just described. Let me tell you, these 4 decisions, investment strategy, retirement income planning, healthcare and long-term care, and estate planning, are critical for a successful retirement for a 60-year-old with $500,000 in their 401k and actually $1,500 of regular income from Social Security on a monthly basis. If you recall, we actually had permanent income of $1,500 balanced with a 4% withdrawal rule for the $500,000 to help cover the essential expenses and also partake in those discretionary expenses for this particular scenario. Balancing your investment, whether it's through planning your income, managing healthcare costs, preserving your legacy, will help ensure a financially secure and fulfilling retirement. Remember, it is essential to seek guidance from a financial advisor or a retirement expert to tailor these decisions to your specific needs and goals, because your needs and your goals are unique to you.